What's happening, traders? Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be jumping onto the charts for a live trading session. I haven't got anything lining up just yet. I have really just got to the charts right now. This morning we had a couple of good trades which I'll run through, but we are going to look for one more opportunity today. Likely going to be on oil, I would say, but we won't know until it shows itself, which it will at some point. We just got to be patient and wait. So let's jump into the charts and I'll show you what's been going on. Okay, so jumping onto the charts, the first trade we had today was actually on the ES. Now, I'm mostly trading oil at the moment, and oil is my predominant, basically 90% of the time I'm trading oil. It's become a real favorite of mine. Years ago, I hated it, but I didn't understand it, and now becoming to understand it a little bit more, it really is a great asset to trade. I have natural gas here, I have gold, and also have the ES, purely because of what's going on in the world right now. Things are going a bit crazy, so just having to keep an eye on them. Haven't been trading them too much, although I say that I did trade the ES this morning. And we did get a really nice trade. Now, it's not as good as it looks here. I'll tell you why in a second. But basically, we got this line here as our first TP. And in this strategy, every 10 pips, sorry, the first 10 pips is our first TP. At that point, once we hit that, we bring our stop loss to break even. And then we have a runner to see if we can keep on moving down. Some cases it does, other cases it doesn't. In this case, it looks like it did. Okay, and I'll show you the entry. It's actually a 1 hour entry. And we are on a price action setup here where we're looking at a continuation trade breaking out the bottom of this indecision candle here, which it did. We then go down to the 5 minute to find the place for our stop loss to bring it in from, instead of being up here, we can bring it in nice and tight to the top of this 5 minute candle which broke out the low here. Okay, so this is the 1 hour low we were looking for the break. This is the 5 minute candle which did that. Our stop goes above there. Then our first TP is 10 pips, which you can see got taken out. We then had this little pull up back into break even, stopping us out on our second position before it melted down and would have ran through for a nice 49 pips, which would have been amazing. But unfortunately, it is where it goes. The strategy, I follow the rules, and then other days we'll get this where we just continue all the way down and both our targets get taken out. But at least at this point I know that I've banked some profit and I am in then a risk-free position. So that was the ES today. We're going to be looking now at oil to see if we can find any opportunities. Now we've got one potentially lining up on the hour chart here. Okay, now again, similar situation to what we had. We're in this sort of very strong upward trend on oil, but we're in this current pullback at the moment. Now, after having a bit of an impulse this morning already, I do feel that we could potentially come down to either this area here, okay, which is a demand zone, or we're going to break out this area and we're going to come down to this huge demand zone down here. Okay, so you've got a minor demand zone here, which actually didn't break any structure. It's just kind of a pullback of this move down. Or we're going to come down to this origin of this move here, which did break major structure, because there's going to be liquidity down here and potentially price could come down to push back up. So really what we're looking at, we have two targets, which is good to the downside, which is this one here. Okay, and then our major one, which is down here. So we're looking for price to potentially come down to there. Now, what I'm going to look for on an entry is for price to respect this high and break out the low, and then we can look for price then to continue down to one of these zones. I don't care which one it goes down to. I just want it to go down from here. Now, obviously, as I just said, what we'd be looking for is 10 pips after the breakout at the bottom there. Okay, and if we did get that, for example, and we got in around there, we're looking at our first 10 pip mark to be right there, which is a very short amount of time, or very short distance for us to get to, which is the beauty of oil. And then we're going to have our runner and then price push down. Now, our markers aren't going to look like this. We'll probably go down to the 5 minute. We'll find whatever candle breaks the low. So I don't know, maybe it's this one here and it just suddenly goes. Now, let's say our stop loss would be there. Our first TP is there, and then basically our runner's going for a 1 to 2. I could let it run further, but if this area here is looking pretty strong, then there's not much point. Okay, so that's the plan. And if the plan comes to fruition, then I shall record it for you guys, and hopefully we can get a nice 10 pippers there. So I'll just see how this goes. We've still got a whole hour left of basically, well, 49 minutes on this candle. So anything can happen. So I'm going to set a few alerts below here so I know if price makes a move towards our entry. And then we'll go from there. I will have a quick look at the charts now and see what's going on. And if I find anything else, then I'll jump back to you guys. So just jumping back on, this is oil, and we were waiting for this candle here to push down and potentially break out of this low. Well, we've actually done the opposite, and we've actually pushed up. Now, I was just looking at the lower time frames, and I found this setup here, okay? So this setup had a bearish indecision candle and then a big bullish move up. So what we're looking for now is price to continue to the upside and potentially get to our first TP, which is going to be just there. I actually want to put the 3 lot there and the 2 lot as our runner. Oh, it's not ideal. There we go. Just make sure I've got the right pippage. Come down a touch. There we go. We're nearly at our first TP. And basically the idea for this trade was because we've had a push up on the 15, it went down to the 3 minute to find the candle which did the breaking, which was this one here. Okay, the 5 minute was not ideal, really. The 3 minute is the one we wanted because the 5 minute had no bottom wick here, so I didn't want to risk that because as you can see we did create a bottom wick. So I went to the 3 minute because usually if I'm on the 30 minute I'll go to the 5. So in that case for this, because obviously we were on the 15, I'm going to go to the to the 3, and we can see our first TP has just been taken out there. We're now $200 in profit on top of that, and we can see price continue to the upside from here. Which will be nice if we can get up there. I may look to close price this out now. In fact, I'm going to close it out now because we've got no bottom wick here. I can see this flipping bearish and potentially pushing back down. I'm very happy with that. This is on one of my challenges. So I think overall there we would have been $300 on the first and then 2. So there's about $550 there on that trade for the challenge, which is very good. So there we go. That was a really nice trade on oil. We kind of swapped our bias here. We were looking for price to come down here. We went down to lower time frames. We found a situation which looked promising and we took that. Now in this situation normally I would have our runner at a 1 to 2 up here, but I wanted to just take that out because I have to go out in a minute, and that was a great trade for $560 odd or whatever it was. So I'm going to leave this video here. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something from it. I'm glad to be back. There is going to be regular uploads now, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys very, very soon in the next video, which should maybe even be out the day after this one. This is going to come out on, what day is it today? This is Monday. Hopefully we'll have another video tomorrow, Tuesday. So anyway, guys, see you in the next video. Please like and subscribe. And yeah, thanks for the support. I haven't done this for a while, man. I've lost it. Peace.